This is a CBS7 First Alert Weather Day. Now, an update from the First Alert Weather Center.
Well, another scorcher today kicked off a few scattered showers and thunder showers. We want to remind everybody first off, though, about the Perseid meteor shower that's coming our way this weekend. It's occurring this evening all through the weekend, but the peak's coming up here on Saturday and Sunday, where we could average 70 to 90 meteors per hour. That's quite a bit. It should be a decent show. We might be dealing with a couple of clouds or two, but overall, though, it looks like it is going to be decent. Now, as we take a look and show you that we do have scattered showers, thunder showers from the mountain areas and also across parts of the northern Permian Basin now, but everything's tracking off to the north and out of the central Permian Basin, and everything in the mountain areas really starting to die down. Had some pretty good showers and thunder showers in Fort Stockton. Reports of up to 2/10 of an inch of rain. I'm sure there were some heavier amounts too as those thunderstorms did roll by, and we needed it because temperatures, while not reporting here in Fort Stockton, a couple of other reporting stations just to the southwest reporting temperatures up around 106 degrees today, 106 out at the International Air and Spaceport. Tied a record high for today, 97 in the mountain area. So again, not as hot as what we have been dealing with. And there's a look at some of the thunder showers to the north of Midland right now, where temperatures are still hanging on to triple digits. But look what the rain did earlier into the mountain areas. Very nice into the upper 70s. And not too much in the way of breeze, except near those showers, gusts to 33 right now in Seminole. Heat's not going away anytime soon. It looks like it's going to stay 104 plus for the weekend. Next week, though, we may drop below 100 for a couple of days.
Thanks for joining us here for CBS 7 News at 9 on the CW. And of course, thanks for joining us live on the CBS 7 YouTube page. I'm Jay Hendricks. The extreme heat that Tom's been talking about is making the job of Border Patrol agents more difficult and the journey of migrants crossing through the desert even deadlier. The El Paso border sector says they are starting to see an increase in migrant apprehensions at the border, an average of 823 a day. Due to the demanding temperatures in the borderlands, heat-related injuries and deaths have increased.
You know, out here when we're patrolling out here in the desert, we have to switch that hat most of the times, almost instantly, where we have to change our mentality from a law enforcement mentality to a search and rescue mentality.
According to Border Patrol officials, in this fiscal year to date, the El Paso sector has seen 158 migrant deaths and performed 394 rescues. Baca says that the El Paso sector has EMTs that are a part of the sector, and that helps tremendously. In addition to EMTs, they also have 17 safety beacons and more than 500 placards in the sector to make it easier for migrants to get help. Back here in West Texas, the Permian Basin animal advocates are in a dire situation. The organization cannot accept any more dogs and has reached the capacity for handling foster dogs. Now, some dogs in foster care have been there for months and keep getting pushed back with every new dog they take on. The PBAA currently has 77 dogs in foster care, and 2 new dogs are coming in next week.
Lack of fosters, with the lack of adoption applications and confirmed adoptions, it's causing us to close intake because there's no more room for us to take in any more dogs.
In 2023 alone, they have taken 477 dogs. Have you noticed any problems around Midland that you would like the city to know about? If you have any, there is an easy way to let them know that you need help. Similar to submitting a maintenance request in many apartment complexes, this system allows residents to alert the city of a problem that they may see. You can access that system through the city's website at midlandtexas.gov. You then click Report an Issue and start describing the problem in the prompts they provide. The system also lets you see the city's progress on your request.
So they can upload pictures, they put in the address, they put in what the nature of their request is, and then they can track it along the way. Once it's closed by the city staff, they're then also sent a survey which requesting feedback for our city staff to see how timely we were and how they felt the process was.
There are 61 forms in 14 different categories that will send your request straight to the appropriate department. These categories include water quality and waste, problems with the street like potholes, debris, or other damage, code violations, and more. Governor Greg Abbott signed House Bill 33 and Senate Bill 1017 into law on Thursday. Both of these bills were authored by State Representative Brooks Landgraf and prohibit state agencies from providing assistance to any federal agency regarding enforcement. State Representative Brooks Landgraf, of course, is one of those that authored these bills. The governor says House Bill 33 protects the oil and gas industry from harmful federal actions. Meanwhile, Senate Bill 1017 prohibits local governments from adopting or enforcing any rule that would limit access to gasoline and a ban on the sale or use of gasoline engines. Landgraf's office says that earlier this year, the Dallas City Council was planning to phase out the use of gas-powered tools by 2027. The Pan American Golf Association of Odessa awarded over $2,000 in scholarships this week. 5 students were each given $1,200. The scholarship money was raised by a charity golf tournament played in Monahans. In total, $6,000 was split 5 ways. Companies pay a lot of money for advertisements through TV, social media, or through signs, but one local family-owned business is promoting their brand through memes. Meme marketing, they say, is a way to engage with a bigger audience through humorous photos. BC Plumbing has been doing this since they started their business back in January, and they say that it's been working out better than expected. BC Plumbing uses many photos that involve animals doing something funny that leads to a line to promote their business, like this image that you're seeing right now. They also use dramatic images that sounds like a serious message and then leads to a line about how outstanding their business is, all to promote their services and to make people laugh throughout the day.
Who doesn't want to advertise what a good job you did? But on the same note, people get tired of seeing just a lot of the same old, same old. So we decided to bring to the table something a little bit different.
This is only part of their business model because even though they may do these for laughs, they say they are still a serious business. The Crotwell family has been in business for less than a year now, but things weren't always good.
They told me I wouldn't be able to work again, but here I am, making memes, making people laugh, and answering calls for my husband, and doing something with my life.
Angel owned a business for years, but she had to leave it because she was diagnosed with Tarlov cyst disease, which is a spinal disease that affects the nerve roots of the spine. She was told she would not be able to walk or do many other things, but that didn't stop her. If you're looking for last-minute school supplies, this weekend is your chance for a good deal. Tax-free weekend is in full force across Texas, starting today until midnight on August 13th. The sales tax exemption applies to qualified items you buy during the holiday. That includes clothing, shoes, accessories, and other necessities are exempt from taxes this weekend. School supplies like binders, lunch boxes, backpacks, composition books, pens, pencils, and scissors are also exempt from taxes. If you're a fan of video games, Japanese anime, comic books, superheroes, or anything Comic-Con related, listen up. This weekend is the first ever Collected Expo in the Permian Basin. Similar to Comic-Con, this expo will have lots of fun of pop culture, but on a smaller scale. Despite this weekend's event being a smaller scale Comic-Con, there will still have the same things that a normal Comic-Con would have, including booths, vendors, performances, panels, and more. And with more and more comic book stores closing, these type of events make pop culture stick around.
Obviously, very sad to hear, comic shops closing, around the state and around the country. But the amazing thing about conventions like Comic Cons like this is that it keeps things like that funded and going and whatnot.
Guests can expect a local comic book artist, celebrity guests, naming tournaments, cosplay contests, and even friendly neighborhood Spider-Man will be there. The Collected Expo will be going on through Sunday, the 13th. You are looking now at today's top headlines shown here in real time with real viewers on CBS7.com. See all of these stories and more by downloading our app or visiting our website at CBS7.com. Still ahead, some Hawaiian families were told they could return home as wildfires raced through the island. What they saw and how you can help next here on CBS 7 News at 9 on the CW. Wildfires that swept through Maui this week have killed at least 55 people, and that number expected to rise. The governor is calling the fires Hawaii's worst disaster in the state's history. Today, people are being allowed to venture back into their neighborhoods to see if their homes were spared. Jessica Cartalia has the latest from Maui.
We're seeing new video of people waiting for a Coast Guard rescue after jumping in the ocean Tuesday to escape the wildfire that roared through historic Lahaina town. While 80% of the town was destroyed, evacuees are anxious to see whether their homes were spared.
We do want people to get back to their home and just do what they can to assess safely, because it's pretty dangerous.
Drone video captures how the fast-moving flames incinerated homes, yet spared others just feet away. The burn zone stretches for about 8 miles.
So many things could have gone wrong, but for us, we lost a house, but our business is still here.
Eleanor Worth's home is now a pile of ashes. Officials say the rebuilding process will be lengthy and complicated because basic infrastructure is destroyed.
I'm a little worried because I have a 4-month-old and a 2-year-old.
And basic needs are immediate, with some residents feeling desperate.
We need formula, diapers, ice, water, and just food.
Relief is on the way, but getting supplies to the island is a challenge.
Our hearts are broken for people, but we have to go forward. We have to survive as a people, and that's what we'll do.
Maui is under a curfew. Officials are urging people who don't live here to please stay away. Jessica Cartalia, CBS News, Maui.
CBS7's parent company, Gray Television, is also helping to send relief to Hawaii in partnership with the Salvation Army. If you would like to donate, visit our website at CBS7.com and search Hope for Hawaii.
Well, we did see a little bit of rain shower activity across West Texas today. The heat is going to be a constant through the weekend. We'll talk about it coming up next.
This is a CBS7 First Alert Weather Day. Now, an update from Chief Meteorologist Tom Tiefertiller.
Well, we did see a few rain showers and thunder showers across parts of West Texas again today. Again, earlier this morning, Midland Air Park, 16/100ths of an inch of rain. Then this afternoon, Big Spring, a little light shower. 4/100ths in Seminole, 49/100ths, nearly half an inch in Hobbs from some scattered showers and thunder showers, and 4/100ths in Alpine. So again, Something to help cool us off a little bit. It looks like things are winding down. In and around Fort Stockton, nearly 2/10 of an inch of rain coming down from the scattered showers and thunder showers. But as you can see, things are starting to wind down with the sun setting. And a lot of the shower activity across the northern Permian Basin, well, it's moving north into the South Plains. Again, tremendously hot. We tied a record high out at the Midland National Air and Spaceport with our 21st straight day at or above, I shouldn't say straight day, but our 21st day at or above 105 degrees this year. That's an all-time record for the number of 105 plus days out at the Midland National Air and Spaceport. 107 in Big Spring and Odessa. Even the upper 90s into the mountain areas. Looking outside, live iCam in Midland right now, where we are seeing temperatures at 99 degrees. Still 100 out at the Midland National Air and Spaceport. But you can see what the rain did to temperatures down in the mountain areas. 79 in Fort Davis and Alpine, 76 now in Fort Davis. Update there, and 86 in Marfa. Rather nice. Here's the culprit, high pressure, not really going anywhere. It's kind of slid off to the east and southeast a little bit, but things are still going to be hot associated with it coming up this weekend. A little monsoonal flow, though, getting going as that high tries to move east, and that's going to bring showers, thunder showers, far west Texas into New Mexico here over the next 24 hours, and plenty of thunderstorms across portions of western Oklahoma. As across the state, it was a blazer today with temperatures 105 plus many locations. West Texas Futurecast showing things die down tonight with a few clouds, but then tomorrow, though, we're going to be looking for an isolated shower, thunder shower back in our forecast by the afternoon. Very warm tonight, as we'll see temperatures only around 80 degrees, so we may see another record warm low temperature first thing in the morning, and then tomorrow afternoon about 104 out there, so still rather hot across the area, and that's the trend for Sunday, so keep that in mind with everything outside. And then we're going to think optimistically here on Monday and Tuesday with temperatures into the upper 90s, but look at those triple digits coming back middle to the latter part of next week.
Still ahead, we close out week 2 of our pigskin previews with Stanton and Ira Ann. Learn more about both of those teams up next in sports.
Now, sports with sports director Jacob Brandenburg from the Ford Sports Desk.
The Stanton Buffaloes have a new head coach this year. That comes with a new offense, and they hope more winning. 2,880 seconds. That's how long a high school football game is.
I never knew how many seconds were in a football game, and when Coach Russian got here and he told us, it's something that stood out to me. It's really cool.
We want to make sure that we're selling out for every second. We're going to fight every second. And we want to make sure that no matter where we're at in the middle of a game, we're fighting in that second.
Good. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Coach Rushing comes from Canyon, where he worked for 20 years. He left his home and one of the state's best athletic programs for Stanton.
Because it's one of the best places that you can be. These kids have done nothing but be great to me. They've given me every opportunity. Even when I mess up, they accept me, they continue to push, they want to be great, and I'm hoping to help them do that.
It's been good. I think it has. I think it's a good change. Get new people out here, starting new. It's better.
Let's go, outside receivers.
I like him. He's a good coach. He's a good person. I like who he is.
Make sure we know we're on.
Rushing was Canyon's offensive coordinator and brings his system to the Buffs.
We want to be a power offense. We're going to be spreading it out, but we want to run our quarterback. We've got a good running back, good quarterback. We want to run the ball. We want to set the tone with our offensive line. We want to make sure that people know that they played us.
Stanton will throw the ball more than it has recently, with junior quarterback Jake Benedict and receivers Brett Davis, Landry Cantu, and Jahir Galindo.
Oh, it feels amazing. I mean, that's what every receiver dreams of, be able to catch the ball instead of just always running it all the time. You get bored of it. You don't like the sport as much. But now that we throw it a lot, it's way funner.
It's been 10 years since Stanton had a winning season.
Honestly, it'll be hard, but I feel like we can make it. We just got to keep working at it, and I feel like we can get there.
We're not going to be afraid of talking about what it means to be a playoff team. And we're not going to be afraid of talking about the teams that we're going to face. We got a great district. We know that. And we're excited about that because we want competition. And we're going to see what we can do with every single one of them. But we're not going to back away from any of those people.
Ira Ann is a program that fell on hard times but showed some promise last year. The Braves return almost their whole team. Jair Brooks Davis has more on Ira Ann.
The Ira Ann Braves are preparing for their third season under head coach Barry Bowman. The guy who will be leading the offense is his son Cole, who's helped the Braves improve as he prepares for his senior year.
There's excitement, curiosity, but I would say more excitement than anything.
He's been a QB his whole life when he was a little kid. I didn't know if to put him at center or tight end or or quarterback, so I trained him for all three. And then I didn't know how big he was going to be, so that's how I got him there. And then he's been pretty much training this system since he's been a kid. And then around him, we needed good guys or athletes around him that could capitalize.
And of the guys around Cole looking to capitalize on his final season, it's Angel Zapata, who sees a lot of depth and speed to run with him.
We got sophomore Alex Reyes step up. He played running back last year. He's our starting outside receiver this year now. We got this new kid from Buena Vista, Tristan Griffin. He's gonna big help this year. He was a all-state running back last year for Buena Vista, so he's gonna help a lot.
On the outside, we got Chris Zapata. At H receiver is my other son, Cooper Bowman. Alex kind of stepped up so far in 2 days, and he's kind of been a guy that we want to get the ball, see what he can do.
And lastly, the Braves have an idea of who will take over on defense.
Caden Smith, he's going to be interesting to watch. You're looking at Angel Zapata again. Willock, linebacker, D-line, Zach Brennan. Danny Reyes is a safety. He really likes to come downhill and play.
They're young. They're real strong. Our secondary, we're not scared to come down and hit people and stuff, so, we're pretty confident about that this year.
Our pigskin preview continues next week. Big schools like Permian, Midland High, and Odessa High are still to come, and some small schools, Alpine, McCamey, Marfa, among others. Tune in next week to learn more about those local football teams, and stick around because we've got more after this quick break.
I think it's safe to say we know some people who are picky eaters and maybe not very fond of trying new foods, but apparently there is no such thing as a picky otter. We're going to give you some information here. This baby river otter was seen trying apples, carrots, and even crickets for the first time at the Maryland Zoo. The zoo said the pup enjoys swimming after fruits and vegetables in her pool. It added that the insects are a great source of protein for the baby and also help her natural hunting and foraging behaviors. Does not seem to not like anything.
Well, we're in California. They eating surfboards?
Yes, that's right.
Okay,
You're
we
right.
ran that story, so that shows you the depths of unpickiness.
Maybe they need to clean their teeth.
Yeah,
Maybe that was
Or
it.
maybe
Looking for a toothpick?
Maybe they were looking for a toothpick with those
Gotta be.
surfboards.
Gotta
You
be,
never know.
right? Yeah.
The water is the place to be this weekend. If you have access to a pool, enjoy it, because we're going to see temperatures again back into, well, 100-degree plus readings, nearing 105 tomorrow afternoon. And don't forget about the Perseid meteor shower in the northeastern sky.
Sounds good. Thanks for watching CBS 7 First Alert News at 9 on the CW.